Hey everybody, Charlie 902 here in my temporary digs here on New Babbage. Today is day 3 of IAE, Alien Day. Let's go check it out. Stay tuned. Alright, here we go, day 3. We have Aopoa, Asperia, Gatak, and Banu Soli. Should be a very interesting day, a very eclectic group of ships. Should be unique. There we see in the distance the Prowler, Banu Defender to the left, and I believe that's the Blade to the right. And a couple Talons in the back. All right, let's go check everything out. The ping has been very bad today, so if you see some rubber banding or some weird stuff like that, I'm sorry. Try to get this done in one go. All right, so I just did a video on the Banu Defender. Please go check that out. I did a full review. I absolutely adore this fighter. If I had to pick one fighter and one fighter only for the game, this would be my choice. And the simple reason is, well, one, it's a happy crab. How can you not like that, right? Can I open the ramp? Yeah. And two, it has very long range and an interior. It also has the same hard points as the Saber. You have 4 size 3 hard points on it. And there's also 2 seats and 2 bunks inside. Somebody did ask me about internal storage. I don't know if you can do that on these rentable ships. Let's see what happens when we do that. Vehicles. Yeah, maybe? No. Okay. But anyway, fun ship. I really love the look of it. Look at the intricacies of the design here, the etching, embossing, if you will, on this gold. And then you have the different textures here, almost like a golf ball-like texture. Absolutely love it. Very insect/crab-like, very organic. Love this ship. All right, so moving on. We'll get to the Prowler in a minute. Let's take a look at the Blade. Blade, to me, looks like a Klingon ship, just the shape of it. Obviously, it's much, much smaller. Let's see what it says here for it. Yeah, so this is the Blade. It's a light fighter. These light fighters, designation Blade, are often used by Vandal as scouts and first wave assault crafts. They have also served well as skirmisher units due to their speed, allowing them to chase down any ships attempting to flee the area. For some decades, United Empire of Earth aggressor squadrons have operated replica Blade fighters produced under exclusive contract by Asperia. So yeah, what that's saying is that this is not a authentic Vandal ship. This is a replica made by the brand that you see popping up here, Asperia. And Asperia is kind of like a collector's manufacturer that make very specific and niche ships. Blade is very cool. It's a light fighter. It's very expensive to purchase this. I believe it's $300 if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it's pretty high nonetheless. So definitely not something I'll be picking up, but definitely something that I appreciate the artisanship, the craftsmanship that goes into this. It's definitely a very cool and unique looking design. You look at the Vandal ships, especially these newer design languages, they all often look like, for lack of a better term, for me, they look like something by the Necrons in Warhammer 40k. It's kind of got like undead rib cage, glowing red sections, pointy, spiky. I love it. So that's the light fighter, the Blade. So this is Banu over here. This is Vandal. And then right here, we're coming up upon the Prowler. Now, I absolutely adore the Prowler. However, I feel the Prowler is grossly overpriced. I believe it's, what, $440 for this? It's certainly very cool. Right? It looks like a bird of prey that's landed. You get a lot of articulation in these wings and nacelles. They rotate upwards and backwards when you fly. This is a drop ship. Let's see if we can open the hatch. There you go. It is a stealth drop ship. And it also has these maglev thrusters, I guess is the best term, that allow the ship to hover at low altitude and skim underneath radar and detection. It's also very stealth-like, and I love the cockpit, which has an AR cockpit. There's no actual glass here. When you hop inside and hop in the pilot seat, you get a virtual cockpit, and we'll go and try to do that real quick. Maybe it'll let us. The other thing I like about the Prowler is you enter here. Look how quickly this opens up. Great, and you just walk up the ramp. Here are the drop seats. There's a ton of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we got 13, 14, 15, 16, it looks like. And then the other cool thing is, one, this red lighting, but they made the structure work look like tree branches, like a canopy of a forest, because the Tavaran are bird-like aliens, which I think is pretty cool. You have weapon racks here. Boom, cool. You have a co-pilot seat down here. Now, I always fly the ship from here just because it's so quick to get into. But I want to see if it'll show us the AR cockpit. I don't know if it'll power up or not. And can we power it up? Power on?
Systems activating.
Doesn't appear to give us the AR cockpit. But yeah, all this triangle lattice work that you see here, this all kind of peels away and becomes a visible cockpit. So let's go ahead and get out. It won't let us show it to us. Real quick, we'll go upstairs just to show you the other deck. There's not much to it. You have to kind of find the ladder. Sometimes it's kind of hidden, kind of blends in here. But if we head up here, this is the pilot seat up top here. And then all your components are stored in the walls here. Will it let us open them? Yeah, we can open them. So you have component access all around here. So armament, if I remember correctly, I believe we have 2 gimbaled size 3 and 2 gimbaled size 4. I may be wrong on that, so don't take that as fact, but it's got a surprising amount of firepower given its overall size and role. Here you can see the weapons here. But yeah, just $440 is just way too much for me to justify buying this with cash. But I do like this ship and definitely earn it in game and fly it around. It's a fun ship. All right, so we got a few more ships back here. We got the Talons, and then here we have the Karthu Al Scout. All right, and this is a Xi'an ship. So we got Tavaran, Xi'an here, and this is made by Aopoa. Now I love the shape of this ship. Unfortunately, in landed mode, I can't really showcase what the ship looks like. It actually, this portion goes vertical. So right now the pilot seat is looking forward this way. When you fly and get out of landed mode, the whole seat rotates and you're looking this way, where these weapons are looking. So it goes vertical and these engines unfurl, and it's got a lot of cool animations to it. You actually have some hovering things. The steps that go to the cockpit actually hover, and that's part of the Xi'an tech. The other thing the Xi'an are known for, and this is when we get to Misk Day, you'll see where Misk and Xi'an have done a partnership, and they shared their engine tech, or thruster tech rather. These thrusters are spheres that articulate, move left, right, forward, and back to allow for unprecedented mobility. So pretty cool. You get 4 of them for stabilization. Very insect-like looking, and I love this ship. I think it's one of the most unique and nicest looking ships in Star Citizen. They have upgraded the guns for a while. I think it had size 2. Now it has size 4, I believe. You can put fixed size 4 on there, and it's made it a lot more viable. Fun ship. I think it's $170 for this, but I also don't really recommend buying any fighters, as you can earn them quite easily in game with some industry ships. Here we go. So we've got I believe this is the Shrike, right? Yeah, this is the Asperia Talon Shrike. So this is a light fighter by the same race of aliens that brought us the Prowler here. But this is going to be made by Asperia as a replica of the Talon light fighters that they have. Now the Shrike has a ton of missiles and bespoke missile launchers. And it also has an AR cockpit, and this whole cockpit section becomes an escape pod. It ejects forward. It's very agile. You get a lot of articulation with these iridescent wings and this cool paint job. You can see, and kind of see through there too. And then how the colors kind of change based on how you're looking at the ship. Very cool. So this one is a missile boat, and this one has 2 size 4 guns on fixed mounts. So for a light fighter, it actually packs quite a bit of firepower and quite a bit of maneuverability and speed. Definitely a cool ship. I love these as well. Great little ships to look out for. Definitely rent one of these, fly it around. You'll be glad that you did. They're fun to fly. All right, here's one over here we missed. So this looks like a... is that a scythe? No, this is the glaive, right? Because it has 2. Yeah, this is the Asperia Glaive. This is the old aesthetic of the Vandal ships. I fully expect this to be completely reworked to look more like the Blade over here with the black and red and the more organic looking lines. This was when the idea for the big bad enemy, the Vandal, was that they slapped together machinery. Now they still do that, but it's done much more elegantly, as you can see in these. Where this, it looks like a kind of like a junkyard ship thrown together. Still a very interesting ship. Let's see if we can open the cockpit, because it does a cool animation. Oh, we have to enter it. I don't want to get stuck on the ship, but you basically ride a lift all the way up, and you kind of lean forward or lay forward to fly this ship. And I believe these are size 5s, if I'm not mistaken. These cannons here, they're bespoke Vandal cannons. So this is the Glaive. There's also the Blade, which only has one of these arms and a smaller one on the other side, making it asymmetrical. All right, is that everything in this hall? I think so. We're going to head downstairs real quick and check out the concept ships as far as and land vehicles. They may have a Nox down here, I don't know. And then we'll see if there's any other halls. So I'm hoping to see, there's probably a Gattac Raylan down here. There's probably a Banu Merchantman. Yeah, there's no land vehicle here. There could be a Nox on the other side. And it indeed appears that there are. We'll check that out in a minute. Okay, so on this side we have the Banu Merchantman. Okay, so this ship, if you're not familiar with the Merchantman, you need to get familiar with the Merchantman. It's not just a trade ship. This is a flying bazaar / generational trade ship that can be used in a pinch as a warship and as also used as a home. All right. Before you say, hey, how can a trade ship be used for war? It has 2 size 8 guns that come out of the front. All right. It has a hangar for a Banu Defender, the little crab ship that we saw up there. It has, what was it, 2,800 SCU of cargo. It has 4 shops. I believe it has 4 guest suites along with a master suite, a large conference room. Like, this thing is crazy. And it's also very unique looking and cool. I really love this ship. I was fortunate enough to pick one of these up back when they were $250 US. I believe today they are $550, and once it comes out, the sky's the limit. Who knows, maybe up to $900 for that thing. Once again, disclaimer, you do not have to spend cash on any of these ships. All you need to do is buy a $45 game package with an Aurora or a Mustang, and you can earn absolutely every one of these ships in-game. But yeah, Banu Merchantman. I am so excited about this vehicle. Let's continue on. right, so here's the Gattac Raylan, if I can say that correctly. This is the company here, Gattac. I hope I'm saying that correctly. This, if you want a unique cargo ship that just looks so cool. I believe this is Xi'an, right? The Gattac Raylan. And I believe these turrets have dual-size 4s on them. And this thing's supposed to be heavily armored and shielded. So almost like a blockade runner for a medium amount of cargo. These angular boxes you see back here, that's the cargo. Right, and it has a lot of living space and comfortable crew quarters inside, as well as a scratching wall for the Xi'an. That's for them to clean themselves. It's like a cheese grater on the wall, and they just scratch up against it. Very unique. Got a lot of personality. Very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing these in game. I don't own one myself. I'm not too interested in the small amount of cargo that it carries for the overall size of the vehicle, but I am excited that they're here because they look cool. I like seeing spaceships that don't look like planes, and this definitely does not look like an airplane. All right, moving on. Try not to spend too much of your time just babbling and rambling on. All right, next we've got the Nox. The Nox is your speeder bike, your hover bike. This is meant to be very fast. It looks cool. It almost looks like the bike from Akira if it could float. Yeah, love the Nox. Definitely don't buy one of these with cash. You can earn it in game after maybe an hour or less of earning money. So pick one of these up in game. They're definitely very cool, but don't waste your money, your cash on one of those. All right. Is there another hall? I didn't check the map, so let's go check it real quick and see. There could be. That looks like that's closed. That side looks closed too. Let's verify on the map. If you're interested in a Banu merchantman, now is the time to pick one up. I believe they have a war bond upgrade to it as well. So yes, there's only one hall today. And we already took a look at the Nox, the Merchantman, and the Raylan. All right, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or a subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.